So when we put technology and medicine together, it can be a bit complex for many of us. But thank God we have Dr. Mercy Korir in studio, and she has guests with her who will be talking further about this subject. Dr. Mercy.
Oh, thank you, Sharon. Joining us are the two doctors who are behind the 3D printing. To my immediate right is Dr. John Paul Ogalo, who's the founder of 3D, the printing firm 3D, which is called Novocell Africa. And to my other far right is Dr. Alan Gray Mukuzi, who's also one of the co-founder of Novocell Africa. So, Dr. Ogalo, is this technological application new in medicine?
No, it's been around for quite a while. The technology itself started in the late 80s to the early 90s. And like with any technological advancement, usually medicine is not far behind. So it slowly picked up in medicine. It's being used a lot more in the West. And we're certainly now starting to embrace it here.
So is this the first time that we have actually used it here in Kenya?
For surgical purposes, yes. It has been used previously to design prosthetics, but not for surgery per se. This was the first time.
Dr. Mkuzi, have you been able to use, since the separation of the twins, have you been able to do any other 3D printing, particularly for surgeries here in the country?
Like Dr. John Paul said, for surgical procedures, it's been a bit more complex in terms of application. We are still delving into that field, so not quite yet. The reception is still slow, but since we had a breakthrough, we still look forward to more complex procedures and more procedures in that aspect to be able to apply 3D printing.
Okay. And on the use of prostheses, which is now the artificial, let's say, limbs, most of the time we have them as artificial limbs, either hands or legs. Do we have any patients or any clients that have actually benefited from 3D printed prostheses?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have quite a number of clients who are opting for artificial limbs, the 3D printed one. The only disadvantage is since the technology is still young, it's pretty expensive. So we don't have so many, as many as we'd wish, but we are hoping with the progress of the technology, especially here in Kenya and Africa, as we continue to embrace it, then the cost of it will come significantly lower.
Okay. So why should doctors and medical institutions embrace this 3D printing?
The main advantage that you get from the 3D printing is in terms of accuracy. Surgery is a very exact science, and the more accurate you can be, the better outcomes you can get. And not only that, the more accurate you are, the faster your procedure is, and that then again has the spill-on effect of lowering the cost to your patient.
Okay. And talking of reducing the time taken for surgery, we saw that the conjoined twins actually took 23 hours, and some of these surgeries for separation of conjoined twins actually take longer. Some, when it's separation of conjoined twins who are joined at the head, may take up to 97 hours, but the 3D surgery has actually helped to reduce the duration of surgery. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with this discussion about embracing technology in medicine.